Tell us how you feel replacing Reverend Father Joe Carl as the new vocation director.
First and foremost, I thank God for the opportunity to replace Father Carl. Father Carl, many know that we've been together for years. We all started from this very place. We lived here as brothers and continued on. Replacing Father Carl for me was a blessing in disguise because I know he is a worker and has done a lot for the seminary and so to speak had prepared the ground before my arrival, and I think it makes it also very easy for me to continue from where Father Carl left off. Secondly, I also see it as a challenge in the sense that for the past years I've been actively involved in parish ministry. And for the past 5 years, I've been in the rural area, working in Farafenye, and coming back to a place like the seminary to help form and accompany young men in their response to God's call is indeed a great challenge. And I believe with God all things are possible, and by the grace of God who has called me to this noble work, I'm sure He will give me the needed strength and the grace to be able to accomplish the task assigned me.
Presently, how many seminarians do you have in the seminary here?
We have 12 seminarians presently, and among the 12, there are 4 already set for the pre-major seminary. Hopefully, by the 7th of next month, they'll be leaving for Sierra Leone for a year of spiritual renewal in order to prepare them for philosophical studies and theological studies.
Would you like to disclose the names of those 4 seminarians?
Not yet.
Okay. Now, what is the work of a vocation director?
The work of a vocations director entails so many things. One, for our situation in the Gambia, the vocation director happens to also be the rector of the seminary. So you are involved directly in formation. And secondly, you are to raise awareness concerning vocation, not only to the priesthood, but also to the religious life. So we need priests. At the same time, we need men and women who dedicate their lives to be religious priests and sisters, and also missionaries. So it is the responsibility of the vocation director in collaboration with others in formation houses to organize sensitization programs to bring to the awareness of the people the great need to encourage and promote vocations in our diocese, the Gambia, and the Diocese of Banjul in particular. So that, so to speak, is the work of the vocation director. And as a formator as well, it is his responsibility to accompany these young men, not only those in the minor seminary, but also those in the major seminary. He accompanies them, encourages them, gives them the moral support that they need as they journey towards the priesthood. It is never easy for one to leave one's country to be formed in a different environment. From time to time, through correspondence, he does encourage the young men out there studying to be priests for the Holy Roman Catholic Church. And also to solicit support from the general public towards the formation of young men and women in the formation houses and also in the seminary, because the diocese alone cannot meet to all the needs of the seminary. We also need the assistance of goodwill Catholics and non-Catholics even, who have the intention or the desire to support the church, especially in this mission of evangelization.
Okay, in a couple of weeks' time, the Diocese of Banjul will witness the ordination of two deacons in the persons of Reverend Matthew Mendy and Reverend Joseph Colley. What are your plans for the upcoming ordination?
The plans, as discussed at the ordination committee level, and I think some have already been communicated to parishes, that the ordination will be on the 10th of November at 4 p.m. and the venue is St. Peter's Senior Secondary School grounds. And we encourage all Christians to come and witness the ordination of these two young men. Not only Christians, because they are Gambians and they are not going to be priests only for the Christians, but also for the entire country. They are going to be priests, and wherever they are sent, they will be pastors of all within those within the parishes that they will be sent. So it is important that we all come and join in praying for these young men who will be ordained as priests on that great day. And also understand that the ordination is a solemn celebration. So we come, we participate in the celebration actively and consciously. As this year is dedicated by the Holy Father as the year of faith, we also need to come out as Catholics to witness to our faith, because we need priests. As it was said in the history of the church, that the early Christian community considered the Eucharist as central in their lives. And they once said, without the Eucharist, how can we live? And the same thing can be said, without the priest, how can we live on the Eucharist? So we need the priest in order to lead us in the holy sacrifice of the Mass, which is the source and summit of our worship as Christians. So please, I encourage all Catholics to come out in their numbers to join in this great celebration. After the celebration, there will be sales in order to support the diocese, especially the ordination committee, in preparing towards ordinations in the near future. As we're working towards building a dynamic, self-reliant church, it is important that we support our own.
Okay, Father Moses, I want to thank you so very much for giving us this